Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of My Hero Academia on Season 5, which is on Episode 98 or Episode 10, whichever one that seems fitting for you. Anyways, this episode right here was actually really nice and cool, and we get to know much about One for All, I remember when I read this in the manga, and I never paid attention clearly, but I understand down the road about how crazy this power is. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that, of course, the fifth round starts, and we get to see much of our classmates getting ready to go head-to-head, and we get to see some scenes with All for One, He says like he's been having some nice dream about having to see his younger brother whatsoever, While those who are watching over him are trying to figure out what to do because, like, Gigantomachia or Gigantomachia, how you want to pronounce it, has been on the move. So has been the other people of the villain squad, etc. But we get to see All Might getting a call from Gran Torino talking about, like, One for All, Where, like, Nana, when she inherited it, she ends up being told, like, it's not time yet, whatsoever. And we have to it that as the episode continues on, we have to it that All Might is concerned about Izuku because of the power of One for All. We had to that Izuku and his team end up taking separate ways for now and ends up having to see what's going on. Monoma, he ends up having a small talk with Shinzo at the beginning of the episode and says that we're kind of similar, etc. While he was mocked where the power he has is copy, where he's able to copy people's quirks and use them for about 5 minutes, whoever he touches, whatsoever. I thought it was pretty cool right there. But as the episode, however, he has a time limit, which he has a 5 minute to only use it, However, he can't use two at the same time, We have two that Ochako, Ashido, and Mineta end up being attacked right now, And we get to know about the other Class 1B's quirks, such as like Reiko Yanagi, who her quirk is Poltergeist, where she's able to control objects, but only to a certain limit of a weight of it's only equal to the weight of an average person. As for Yui Koda, her quirk is size. She's able to make any turn any size of the object into small or big or to its regular component. And then we get to see our other boy Narengeki Shoda, and his quirk is Twin Impact. I guess the impact of the object might be twice as powerful or something, etc. So yeah. And we have to it that that Monoma or whatever his name, Phantom Thief, that's also his hero name, ends up trying to provoke Izuku in a certain way, He even says isn't Bakugo also responsible for All Might's retirement when he got kidnapped by the villain? This angers Izuku so much that everyone ends up looking at Izuku in shock, because this is where Izuku ends up manifesting a power that ends up going out of control, which involves black-like aura around his arm. He ends up screaming Monoma to escape, and he ends up unintentionally found Shinjo where he was hiding, And we have to it that Izuku tells Shinjo to run, while Shinjo's like, okay, I'm out of here, like you said, Because Izuku's quirk right here, which is black right now, black aura attack, like tendrils, is going out of control. Even everyone's like, hey, Midoriya, is that some kind of new movement? What the hell's going on, Even when I read this in the manga, I was pretty shocked myself. But we have to it that Izuku is really trying to control this power, and Ochako ends up rescuing him, as Ochako remembers a backstory of how she looked up to heroes of helping others because they always smile, etc. And they're always happy that they're safe. And we have to it that Ochako wants to be that kind of person with Izuku, or Deku. She says, Deku, come on, keep this power under control. And Deku's like, I can't, it's not listening to me. And then we have to it that Ochako asks Shinzo, hey, Shinzo, brainwash Midoriya and try to get him to stop. And Shinzo's like, okay, what do I say? He's been thinking in his mind, hey, Midoriya, let's fight again. And Izuku's like, okay, let's do that. And then he ends up being under control, brainwashed, and he ends up having to be in a dream where he sees a user or possibly a previous user of One for All. He says, no, you're not getting it. You gotta be careful how you use this quirk, Now, there's a lot of complicated details how I could explain it in a certain way in this recap. He tells him all our quirks is mixed into this power that you have right now. Be glad that my quirk came up first, but this power you have right now is actually stronger because it's with one for all. It's mixing it and it gotten way stronger, etc. You know. So in other words, like let's just say other users who used it has their quirks mixed into one for all, and that Izuku is starting to manifest them right now. You know. I know it sounds complicated and confusing, but that is the complete like simple summary of it. Summary of one for all right now. The guy is explaining to Izuku how to use the quirk and just control your heart, control your emotions. If you react in anger, it's gonna react the same way how you're gonna react, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, so pretty much this guy who's talking to Izuku after he got brainwashed tells him like what you saw is the vestiges, you know, which happened at the beginning of the sports festival, etc. And, you know, in other words, I'm sorry to repeat myself and to make it a little too confusing, so I'm going to try to put it in simple words. The power of one for all just got mixed into, like, just got mixed with other people's quirks, and that is already starting to manifest. So, Izuku just manifested this guy's quirk that involves the black aura tendrils, or a black aura kind of like, substance whatsoever, and because of that, when Izuku reacted in anger, he reacted to his emotions. So he's just telling him in simple words, control your heart, control your emotions, so you'll be okay, you know, that kind of thing. And we have to it that Izuku wakes up by Ochako's like slap and says, "Hey, are you okay?" And Midoriya's worried about Ochako because he actually ended up hurting her, you know. And we have to it that he ends up being interrupted. He ends up being interrupted by Monoma, you know, who apparently like almost caught Izuku off guard, while Ochako, Ashido, Minata, and everyone else reunite with each other, and they finally continue their head-to-head, you know. And we have to it that it looked like to me that Vlad and Aizawa and All Might was about to stop Izuku, you know, because something felt off. Even All Might remembers that time where he ends up piecing together about the words of what Nanana said from Gran Torino to All Might, like, it's not time yet whatsoever, and Izuku's dream about the vestiges, you know, All Might realizes something is wrong, and asks Aizawa and Vlad King to, like, stop the fight. But apparently everything seems to be okay, and Aizawa was like, here, let's let them continue for now, okay? Just let them continue for now. And we have to it that, preview next episode, is called Our Brawl, you know? So, looking forward to that one. Anyways, it looks like to me One For All is starting to manifest greatly now. I know it sounds confusing, but if I had to put it in simple words right now, it's starting to activate more of its power, you know? And I've seen a lot of people being very upset about this. I can remember a long time ago, a lot of people don't like the idea, but as much as I want to talk about it and say it right now, it's going to be very important later down the road. That much I can tell you. I mean, seriously, it's going to be very important down the road. I'm trying not to say anything much, but yeah. Anyways, all I know is if you guys remember correctly, One For All began when it started to stockpile power, when it came to All For One giving his little brother a quirk, you know, etc. So yeah, I could say much about here, but I can't give a lot of details here and there since it's gonna spoil, and I might just be confusing people more. So in other words, if I have to say it correctly, Izuku's power is starting to manifest much more than before, than possibly the previous users of One For All, you know. So we're gonna have to talk about that later down the road until the time presents itself. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.